What are your impressions of what you saw?
My impressions. Look, it's interesting because I have this discussion every time I go. Because on the one hand, there's no there's no inkling of strategy
Right. No,
or
there's no clear
ratzon.
purpose or vision.
There's no yeah or will to win, and everyone feels that. But for example, I've been in the same houses multiple times in the towns where
Mm-hmm.
we conquered it, left it, and came back.
And had
But
to
on the other
reconquer.
hand,
And had to
uh,
reconquer.
what's that? Yeah,
And you had to
yeah,
reconquer.
yeah. On the other hand, my take on it on a personal level is, if I can cause damage to the enemy, it's a worthwhile endeavor, strategy or no strategy. But that's on a
I,
personal
I
level.
can I can hear that. I can hear that, sure.
Yeah.
There's some truth to it, but it's no substitute for strategy, for
Yes, of course,
overall vision and purpose.
of course. Yeah.
I think we all know that nothing will come of these ludicrous agreements and ceasefires and all the rest of it, when of course such a ceasefire only means that we cease and they fire.
Yeah.
But the question is, when will it all unravel officially, and what will our situation be at that point? And then what will happen? In other words, is there any real world basis on which to assume that it will be different next round, next time in the future?
I actually think if we look at it, if we look at all the different rounds, our position is only getting worse each round. Never better.
Explain.
What I mean is, for example, if we look back at the all of the big operations that were in Gaza, 2014, um, the threat that the Hamas was in those years was a fraction of what it is today, and it will be a fraction of what the threat will be in the future. At the end of the day, our enemies, uh, they learn from their mistakes, from our mistakes, and
Right. Yes, each time
we
we're up
tend
against a
into
tougher and more experienced enemy.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and unfortunately, my feeling is that we have a major problem in Israel in general in the army that we do not learn from mistakes. We hide mistakes. It's a culture where the people on the top who are running all the tahkirim, their interest is to hide major mistakes, strategic mistakes that were made.
Yeah,
So our
there's no
enemy
question.
is always improving, and we're always, yeah, yeah.
There's
So,
a
for example,
gentleman.
I'm always in shock that since the 7th of October, I haven't seen a massive shift or massive change in the culture of the army or in the makeup of the army. There are small things, obviously small changes, but on a large scale, on a strategic level, it's really the same. Nothing's really changed. So,
Have you heard
you
of
know,
Dr. Uri Milstein?
yeah, yes, I have.
He's been saying what you just said now for the past, I suppose, 60 odd years, maybe at least 50 years anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 85 today. I met him once upon a time, about 30 plus years ago, in his home in Ramat Ef'al outside Tel Aviv, or part of Tel Aviv. An interesting fellow. He's a military historian. And precisely because he began to say such things, They quickly tossed him out of the army. Not now, about 50
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
And he's blacklisted by all of the establishment, but
Yeah.
he speaks the truth. It is frustrating is the least of it, but it's most definitely
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah.